of the demons when we go to that world.
I like how,
demons.
like, before I even get the game loaded up, you're talking about hentai. Like, I haven't even introduced myself yet. I mean, they know who I am. They know who you are.
Yeah,
yes, Lobo, you are welcome to post pictures of cats.
have a kitten.
Hang on, I gotta get a picture. I gotta take a look at this kitten. That is a nice looking kitten. Okay, so we got a shield upgrade last time. We're ready to progress the story, aren't we?
We can progress the story now. I will work on your ingredients for helmets a little later. So I think right now, since we grinded enough to get you a couple levels, and shields, we're probably closer to being on par here.
Yeah. Oh, actually, hang on a second. I gotta get the lights.
Oh. Cat greater than Zen's nonsense, but yeah, okay, but my stuff is greater than the sum of its parts.
So I do have a tendency to like worry whenever I step away from my machine and I leave you unattended with the viewers.
I still want to apologize for the 5 hours that I usurped your Dragon Quest 3 marathon.
A lot of that was fun arguing, though.
Yeah, I still wish I had kept you focused longer. Okay. Oh, a new power resonates within you.
I haven't done anything story-wise, though.
That's okay. This is all cool.
I've learned the ability Fury. Why Why?
Because Fury.
But why did I get that?
Because hero.
It doesn't make sense. I didn't do anything.
You came back to the temple.
I've come back to the temple several times. Sai played Dark Souls. I'm going to play Demon Souls first, Vexen. It's a Patreon goal.
That's right.
If I'm going to suffer through those, I'm going to be...
He has to do all of his goals because he reached them all.
I do. I had to add some stuff in. Like, I put Panzer Dragoon Saga at 250. Demon Souls is on there at 300.
And he'll shave his head at 400.
Did I say that? I don't remember saying that. You said that.
You wanted to.
I did not.
You did.
I did not.
You wanted to want to. Let's put it that way. Even if you don't actually want to.
I don't.
Because I wanted you to.
You are dangerously close to singing a Weezer song, you know that?
Weezer as in the band?
Yeah, Weezer is in the band.
Because I know the band who sung, that one song.
Girl, if you're wondering if I want you to, I want you to. So say it's true. No? Not a Weezer fan?
No, I just know that the one song they sang on the Windows 95 hidden video, if you found it.
But, dude, that was so long ago.
I know, it was
so long ago.
You're Mary Tyler Moore. I don't care what they say about us anyway. I don't care about that.
Yeah, that was a good one. That was their breakout hit.
They also, on Windows 95, had one other secret video. It was Good Times, Bad Times.
Shave head and beard at 400.
I guess it's spreading. I have infected chat. Thank you.
For 400 a month, I could probably shave my head and my beard at 400.
He won't keep it bald. He'll do it once, okay?
I'll do it once. I'll do it like...
And it'll be a yearly ritual.
I'll do it like every 400.
Oh, we got some levels. All the levels. Nice.
Nice. Go hit the inn, and then we will head north.
Make sure we're stocked up on...
Hey, Godeki, how's it going? Hey, Godeki, thanks for the host.
Hey.
No, not my beautiful hair. Maybe just the beard then, Lobo.
Well, see, the head has to be...
I think Lobo likes the long hair.
Okay. He'll shave his beard totally.
Completely. I will go smooth face.
His girlfriend trimmed it though, like a week ago. 2 weeks ago.
Dye my hair pink.
No, that's stupid. They'll mistake him for a feminist.
Just... well, you know, I'm a feminist in the classical sense, in that I believe in gender equality.
You're an egalitarian.
Egalitarian.
Yes, you're for the
Is that the correct terminology?
No, you're a humanitarian.
I am. I am a secular humanist.
Yes, humanist. Humanist is a really good word. I will support humanism. Oh, a tree.
Of course. Hey, look, it's a tree. Look who's going to drop all the Yggdrasil branches.
We're not farming him anymore, so we get him in 5 minutes.
I'm so angry right now.
Exactly. Better regrow. He will regrow it.
Regrow your beard for No Shave-vember. No Shave November.
Like December.
I could do. Yeah, I'll do the beard thing for No Shave November. Absolutely. I've been doing that anyways.
You'll have the beard for Christmas.
What was I using? Runic Aura. That's the. Wait, what's True Will? That's new.
I'm an
confusion from all.
Egotist. I thought you were going to say egoist, but you put the extra T in there for egoist. Egotist.
Now the question is, did he do it on purpose?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
It's kind of hard to tell when people are being weird on the internet because
it's so hard. So, I do have a couple bits of news.
Okay, shoot.
Mm-hmm. First of all, I will not be streaming Dragon Quest X tomorrow. I'm going to be doing 4th of July stuff with Perry and my son.
Makes sense.
Secondly, we're nearing the end of the planning stages for the Dragon Quest IX group Let's Play. So that should be happening sooner rather than later.
Before Labor Day?
When's Labor Day? That
September 1st?
September?
Something like that?
September 7th.
Labor Day might be a good day to do it.
No. It's not going to be a marathon. Labor Day weekend, I'm going to be doing the Phantasy Star Marathon.
Oh, that's correct.
Yeah.
That's correct. So, okay, you got the logistics sorted, and now you're just getting
where you've got a lot of logistics out of the way. I have the equipment needed. I've learned a bit more in Audacity and how to clean up sound and background noise.
That just requires you getting a really expensive mic. And
I bought like an $80 room mic.
Yeah.
And I've done some testing on it. It sounds great so far, but I definitely need to do some testing with the others, and we're hopefully going to test that on Sunday.
That's a Patreon goal. If you get $600 a month, you buy a boom mic, because those are fantastic. They're just really expensive.
Well, and the thing is, also, if I do individual microphones, then I need a mixing board.
That's very true. Audio equipment, when you start getting serious, can rack up. It's
it racks up so fast, and that's why I wound up going for the.
Oh well, you have Ashes who can guide you through audio equipment, so that's good. You have help.
Well, the nice thing about Audacity, as you know, as a fellow user of Audacity, is it's really easy to find tutorials on stuff.
Audacity.
I just haven't really had a need to prior to this, because this is going to be my biggest project. Before, my biggest project was the Dragon Quest VIII Let's Play, and that wasn't that much different from prior Let's Plays. I had a good video capture card at that point, and you know, the headset that I've been using since, like, I think my Dragon Warrior 2 Let's Play has been a good headset. Why is this asshole tree not dead yet?
Well, remember, he is the rare encounter, just not the notorious monster, so he is kind of strong. You were throwing out proper attacks last time you grinded for him, and now you're being more casual with it now.
Yeah, and maybe I shouldn't be more casual.
Right, because we are dealing with people who are able to kick your ass, so... which is a tradition in Dragon Quest. When you get to a new area, the random encounters can sometimes be as painful as a boss.
Or sometimes worse. Let's talk about Warmech for a second.
Yeah, that's Final Fantasy, but Dragon Quest is worse in some cases. Like, Master Malice in Dragon Quest IV was really annoying when you first found him.
Which one was Master Malice?
He's a random encounter in the passageway to the last refuge.
He's the same.
I'll tell you where he is. I'm getting to that. He has the same sprite, just a different color, as one of the barrier guardians of Necrosara's castle. He's the sprite he palette swaps for is the one on the right, the one who says, "It was I who organize the abduction of Rosa. His palette swap is Master Malice. Master Malice can be really trolly when you encounter him. If you can stop spell him, you're good. Yeah, Truth's like, oh, that guy. Yeah, try to stop spell him, because if you don't, he's like the first troll I ever encountered in a video game, other than Bormek. Yeah. So.
Well, maybe I'll run into him in my next Let's Play, which is also going to happen soon, because I need to start getting my Dragon Quest IV LP out so that it ends before Memorial Day of next year.
I checked your subs.
I'm past 4,000.
It's funny, when you're subscribed to someone on YouTube, you can't see how many subs they have, but when you're not subscribed, you can. Isn't that weird? So I had to unsubscribe from you to see how many subs you had, and then I subscribed again. I'm like, oh, okay, he's past 4K. I was curious. Step guard, remember?
Yeah. I'm curious about, does step guard stay on you through the dungeon, or does it just turn off every time you leave the...
I think, well, I don't remember. I want to say it has a certain number of steps, but he said, Arias told me that there's a warning when step guard fails now, like when it goes away.
Okay, so it's it works like repel.
A certain number of steps, yeah.
It works like repel then, okay.
I told him there's no indication when it goes away. You just get the first tile of damage. And then he said in his last update, I didn't test this, he said, I have given you a notification when it wears. I said, yes. So there should be a notification. If not, we'll have to mention that to him, that it doesn't still notify you. Because he said it did. In the main DQ quest, Step Guard wears off when you change floors. Not all of them. Step Guard wore off in Dragon Quest IV after...
Like 1 and 2, it definitely wore off when you changed floors.
3 had a certain number of steps, I'm pretty sure.
It might depend on the version.
You're right, because I've played several versions, and you guys might be referring to the Game Boy version, which is, they changed a lot of mechanics.
Sai ignored my punishment. I must make him suffer for that. What was your punishment, Ashes? And you probably couldn't make me do it anyways.
Yeah. It should warn you when you're out.
Should.
Let's just hope what he said is true.
Man, the Zelda tile set is strong in here.
Zelda's strong in this cave. Impressive.
Oh, god damn it, it doesn't.
Oh, he said it did.
He lied.
Tell him. He told me in an email, okay?
You know what? It might be the patch that I didn't get.
You're right, you didn't actually.
I didn't get all the patches.
Because you didn't want to ruin your...
Because I want Sage Aruba.
You have final version, but not
Strong Baramos Marathon? No. No. Ashes thinks he's funny.
Well, just wait till it wears off and you get that first stack, you'll be fine. Since we're done with Torchlight 2, which was great, I really appreciated that. For Tuesdays, you have a list. You did the vote thing, and now you know what game you're going to do past your Patreon goals.
As it stands right now, I need to go back to finishing Cthulhu Saves the World and Fantasy Life before I jump into another project. I really need to get those done.
So, I was going to say, could you do Cthulhu Saves the World on Tuesday with me then, since we're done with Torchlight?
Potentially,
because that would still give me the Tuesday thing as long as your viewers are okay with it, and it would give you the opportunity to start the new game anyway. Have on your plate.
The only real problem with that is I've kind of changed the format with how I do the Cthulhu stuff. There's a lot more editing in it.
Okay.
Of course, they haven't come out on YouTube yet, so you can't see what I'm talking about, but I've, edited the way that the grinding is done. Since, know, with Breath of Death 7 and Cthulhu Saves the World, when you enter a new area, you can just do all of your grinding at once.
Yeah, there's a certain number of random battles you get before you won't get any more unless you instigate.
Yeah.
Yeah, which I like, actually. It's a good system. It's a fun system. Okay.
And I don't know if I'm even going to be streaming that one at this point, because I think Cthulhu Saves the World might just be easier for me to do offline. I don't know. I haven't decided yet.
You might be right because of the way the game plays.
Yeah, it's the pacing of it.
Right.
Is kind of weird to do online.
Okay, so we might not have any Tuesdays for a while, but I'll.
Yeah, what I might do is well, we still have we'll have the Friday stuff for a while.
We could do Street Fighter 2 on Tuesdays if you'd like, or some other thing.
We could totally do some more Street Fighter, although I would like to move forward to a different version of the game.
We can go to the Championship Edition, and then or Turbo, because Turbo came before Championship.
No, Championship was the second version.
I thought Turbo came first.
No, Championship Edition was the one that fixed a bunch of the bugs, including like Guile's handcuffs and shit. And Championship was also the one that introduced the playable boss characters.
Okay, we are talking about just the arcade cabinets then. Okay, I get it.
Because
the home version, I'm pretty sure Turbo came out first before Championship.
No, I think Turbo wasn't Turbo the new Challengers
Turbo first before Championship Edition.
Well, just because you played it first doesn't mean that it is.
I know. I played it first, and it didn't have the 4 new characters.
I'm pretty sure Turbo was what was later released, or what was released in arcades as Hyper Fighting.
Okay, because I played Turbo before.
Ow.
You don't have to cast it yet. When you come back.
No, I got... Oh, wait. Poisoned. No, somebody's poisoned.
Okay, so, excuse me, do you have a moment to talk about our Lord and Savior, Cthulhu? Actually, I created a liquor I call Cthulhu Cocktail.
There's... Yeah, okay. Ow.
Basically, you mix a couple of drops of about 100 types of liquor together into a bottle.
Hey, rare encounter.
So pay attention to this battle. You don't want it to kick
I'm gonna... Attention is being paid. Okay. Runic Aura. Saigan. Aruba. Bahama. Come on, pretty mama.
Pretty mama.
I like how you said it like Johnny Bravo. Oh, mama.
I actually, when Johnny Bravo's debut episode of Johnny Bravo came out, that marks the time in which I stopped watching Cartoon Network.
What? That was the beginning of the best Cartoon Network.
No, that was the end of the old Cartoon Network, and that's when I stopped watching.
That's a good thing, though, because Cartoon Network, before, like, the cartoon boom, was just, like, it was mostly Boomerang. It was Boomerang stuff.
I didn't watch Boomerang. I'm just saying that, I didn't like the Flash-type animation, and I stopped watching.
You're telling me you didn't watch Johnny Bravo, you didn't watch Samurai Jack, you didn't watch Powerpuff Girls, you didn't watch Dexter's Lab, you didn't watch any of the Gennady Tartakovsky stuff?
Or Cow and Chicken.
I didn't care much for Cow and Chicken either, so I'm not going to say anything there.
Off Ren and Stimpy
but the Tartakovsky stuff, like, no Dexter's Lab?
I caught a couple episodes of Dexter's Lab and thought that, well...
Jesus, what happened? Sai, it's a rare monster. Pay attention to it. By the way...
I told you. Pay attention to this.
Prepare to be distracted.
Yeah. Anyway, so, like... When the movie The Mask came out on VHS, which was 1998, because the movie came out... No, it was 1995, because the movie came out in 94, I think.
The Mask? Oh,
yeah,
God, I can't remember. It was a while ago.
The Mask was 94, and I remember because I had a ticket stub for it, and I think I still have the ticket stub because I saw it on my birthday. So I kept the ticket stub forever, and a year later I got the VHS. At the end of The Mask on VHS, home release, they had Space Ghost as a cartoon exclusive on that VHS, and it was the premiere of Space Ghost Coast to Coast, which became Cartoon Planet.
Space Ghost Coast to Coast was the shit.
It became Cartoon Planet. And Cartoon Planet was with Space Ghost Brack and Zorak, but Cartoon Planet was the original name for it, the original iteration.
Thank you, Truth.
Space Ghost Coast to Coast.
Truth posted the order in which Street Fighter 2 games came out. Now, I personally, if we're going to play Street Fighter 2, I'd prefer to play Super Turbo.
That's hard for me because my fingers aren't twiddle fingers anymore.
See, now, I'm going to say something there that you're wrong. A lot of people who say that they don't have the reaction time and the speed for fighting games just lack the knowledge to play them appropriately. I believe you will have very little problem transitioning to Super Turbo because you know what you're doing with Street Fighter. You've shown that to me because you crushed me last time we played.
You had 4 victories.
Across, what, like 15 games?
I guess.
I won maybe a third of them, at best. Probably closer to a quarter of the games I won. And that wasn't in the... No, that was strewn out across the entire time.
Yeah.
I think I had like a run of maybe 2 or 3 wins at a time on you, and that was the best.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess I'm good, I guess.
So a lot of what you already know about Street Fighter transitions into Super Turbo. What Super Turbo does is it's got an addition of a lot of moves that make every character viable, like Dhalsim can anti-air with his normals.
Dhalsim can teleport, Chun-Li has a fireball. Both Zangief and E Honda can move while doing their special. You can move with the clothesline, you can move with the Honda hand slap.
I think that they might have taken the Honda hand slap moving out of Super Turbo. I remember it was in one of the editions of the game, but I don't...
I remember moving in Championship.
It might have been in Championship, but I don't think it wound up in Super Turbo because it was too strong for corner pressure.
It really is strong when you get someone in the corner.
Well, Tuesday nights aren't really an official night for Dragon Quest X Truth. It's more of like, hey, when I get the...
Okay, fight.
When I get the urge.
Fight.
Fight and heal and heal and fight.
So, Tuesdays might usurp my Saigan time, but we'll still have Fridays. I hope.
What I want to do with Tuesdays right now is I really want to finish out the 2 other projects that I was working on that I haven't finished, which is Fantasy Life and Cthulhu Saves the World.
Fridays then with you here, and when we're done with
this we can definitely continue doing Fridays, and when we're done with this, we can go back to like Nostalgia or something.
Perhaps that would be great because the update should be officially out definitely by that point, and we can go through the story and see what's up with that.
But yeah, I need to finish those other projects so I can start pumping out Dragon Quest IV stuff, so that it's done before Memorial Day next year.
I would like to help with the 4 a little because I know so much about that game.
Yeah, but I like doing my first DQ stuff. Like, absolutely come back for the marathon of 4. But for the DS run, I'm probably just going to do that in the same format that I usually first do a Dragon Quest game.
Okay, I'll show up for the marathon, but not the whole time. I'll show up for maybe like an hour or 2.
It helps me to keep it more organized, you know?
Exactly. No, that's perfectly fine. I am all for schedules.
I have not been paying attention to this guy at all. I just know that he's beating the shit out of Aruba.
Yep.
I haven't used SAP.
Haven't been around for Fantasy Life. They're always just so comfy. He's almost done with Fantasy Life, or he's almost done.
It feels like I'm supposed to be done with Fantasy Life, but it just keeps going.
Well, don't forget, that kind of game technically doesn't end, so you will have to find a time.
Well, yeah, it doesn't finger quotes end, but there's an expansion DLC for it that adds like an entire area that I should do.
I poke into your Fantasy Life once in a while. I skip around in the episodes a little because so wordy.
It is extremely wordy.
So I can't get into the game as
I had somebody kind of take offense to my mentioning how talky it is. He's like, stop complaining about how chatty it is. It's a JRPG. I'm like,
you have to.
Well, even for a JRPG, this is a super chatty game. Oh God, Aruba.
It's designed, ouch. It's designed in my observation of the game. It's designed to be baby's first RPG.
Yeah, it absolutely is. It's oh God, this better work.
Just please kill this guy. Crit. I love them crits, man. Give me some crits.
Dude, Runic Aura has been so good to me. But this guy still isn't... There we go!
Critical back. Saigan, you got some great scale. I love those. So you're going to need some anyway, so I'm glad you got one.
Man.
Yeah, I know.
That guy.
This guy. To quote, what's that guy? On Ripper. Anyway.
Get it out. Get it out. Spit it out.
I always know the actor's name, but I never get his name when I'm on the spot to get his name. The guy I try to mimic but can't.
And now, because you can't remember his name, I can't remember his name. But I know who you're talking about.
You guys in chat should know. Because last week...
He was in that...
FMV game. With like Ripper. I think it was called Ripper or something like that.
What are you talking about? You talking about Street Shark? Or not Street Shark, Sewer Shark?
Nope, no, not Sewer Shark. We're talking about the one where you're trying to find out who the Ripper was. Futuristic past. It's the future of 1980s internet, if that makes any sense to you.
Man, I have no idea what you're talking about. I'm gonna be honest.
Damn it! Now I have to look it up. I don't want to. I'll do it later. I'll look it up later. Anyway. And now it's bugging me because I can't get it, but that's okay. My brain will jumpstart sometime later. Christopher Walken.
Christopher Walken.
And I have no idea what's inside. Christopher Walken was one of the characters in the FMV game. The FMV game.
What was the FMV game about?
Like I said, it was about this investigator trying to investigate murders. A guy who calls himself the Ripper. It's supposed to take place in the future, but it has that really stupid Lawnmower Man type internet feature. Yeah.
It's so bad.
Yeah,
later, Kieran.
Kind of internet. And you have to go into it at least once, and you're cybering around.
Motherfucker. Okay, there's a switch
now you
somewhere.
gotta find the red thing.
Well, at least I've explored this area. Ow! Oh, we're getting out of it right. Actually, you know what? Since we're up here, let's just leave and go get healed.
The game is called Ripper.
No, I just used a bunch of magic.
The game is called Ripper. It was an FMV game. I don't remember what system it was for. And Christopher Walken's one of the main supporting characters in it.
I do not remember this game.
I'll have to look up what system it's for now.
When I think of FMV games, I think of the really bad ones on the Sega CD.
Most of them were bad. There were very few exceptions to good FMV games.
Name a good FMV game.
I will say Myst was kind of good for what it was.
I don't qualify Myst as an FMV game. Myst was a point-and-click adventure game that happened to have FMVs. They weren't the main draw of it.
But see, FMV was part of Myst and Riven.
Okay, just because there's FMV in it doesn't make it an FMV game. When I say FMV game, I'm talking about shit like Dracula on the Sega CD, or Time Gal.
Ripper was for the computer only, and it came out in the mid '90s. So
because there were good games that have FMVs in them, like Command and Conquer and Wing Commander.
Wing Commander was FMV, and it was good. So you had some good you had companies that could prove to you that FMV could be used as a tool in a good game.
Full motion video, truth is what we're talking about. The 90s, there was a bit of growing pains in video games.
Yeah, if you were a teenager in the 90s, you didn't know some of the games you were playing were shit.
Go check out some of the old Command & Conquer Red Alert story videos.
Oh god, yeah, their FMV cutscenes between missions are
full motion video. It was live action video of really low, super compressed quality.
Yeah, I think it was 320p compressed quality.
I don't think it was even that.
Well, 320p was the advertised resolution for
the games.
For Seventh Guest. Seventh Guest, the creator said that they created the films in 320.
Okay, so, did those films have borders around them?
Not that I remember.
Because a lot of these guys cheated and either stretched them or put borders around them.
I don't. It was letterbox. It was square, so it doesn't work on widescreen. But that was standard because widescreen wasn't really a thing in the 90s. So, Seventh Guest was. Done in 320. Matter of fact, the resolution is 620 by 480. That's the resolution of the screen, 620 by 480, and the video itself was 320p quality.
Yeah, it's 640 by 480.
Yes, that's what I said. Oh, sorry.
No, you said 620.
Sorry, I meant 640.
And even then, that was
that was pretty good.
That was SVGA resolution. Before that, it was 320 by 240.
I used to know that. Yeah, it was 3 by 2, but I don't remember the numbers.
I want to say it was 320 by 240. But I might be wrong, because it's been a really long time!
When new technology, when technology was coming out, it was actually a really bad time to be a PC owner in the early 90s because hardware was evolving so fast. When you bought it, it was obsolete, and it showed. Even though it could do what you needed it to do, and if a company came out with a game, you could play it. The next year, if they would come out with a game, you couldn't play. You had to upgrade. And I don't mean just a simple upgrade with memory. I mean you had to upgrade.
Things hadn't really... the PC gaming market was also really weird with video card specifications for a while there.
That's
like they hadn't fallen into any kind of standardized format. And it's funny because recently I saw this. Certain video cards are talking about getting exclusive games, like certain AMD video cards versus NVIDIA cards. They're talking about getting video card exclusive games, and that's bullshit. Because what's the point of PC gaming at that point?
Well, it still has an advantage over console, but play the game. You're not playing the game.
I am playing the game.
Okay, well, play the game. I'm gonna tell you a story about 1990.
I don't want to hear your stories, Zen.
Okay, fine.
I'm sorry, that was rude. Go ahead.
Saigan does not want to hear my story.
I want to see what's across this lava. Go, go, go.
In the late